Today we will study about optical isomerism. Isomerism of organic molecules. We will study about optical isomerism. Structural isomers, they are different compounds. All properties like boiling point, melting point, and solubilities are different. In geometric isomerism, in different compounds, all properties like boiling point, melting point, and solubilities are different. This is the example of cis 2 pentene and trans 2 pentene. In case of optical isomers, all properties like boiling point, melting point, and solubilities are same. Are they different compound? Yes, they are different compound. We'll study in the further slides that they are non-superimposable. See, in this one, the hydrogen is on the back side, whereas in this compound, the hydrogen is on the front side. This solid bond is being shown over here, and for this hydrogen, a dotted bond is shown here. What is the distinguishable property? See, in the optical isomers, there is one property that they rotate the plane of polarized light in opposite direction. Even the magnitude is same, only the direction is different. Suppose if one of the isomer is rotating the plane polarized light plus 23-degree, the other will rotate minus 23-degree. That means the 23-23 magnitude is same, only the direction is different. One rotates in the clockwise direction and another rotates in anti-clockwise direction. They interact differently with polarized light, and these are called optical isomers. Isomerism of organic molecules. See, here we are showing a polarimeter where there is light source. This is the normal light where the vibration is on all the directions to the perpendicular to the propagation of the light. This is polarizer, and this is the plane polarized light having vibration only in one plane, which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of light. This is the sample tube containing an achiral compound. When there is achiral compound, we get the plane polarized light as such. The plane of the polarization has not been rotated. But if the sample tube contains chiral compound, the plane of polarized light is rotated either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. A chiral molecule does not rotate the plane of polarized light. A compound that does not rotate the plane of polarization is said to be optically inactive, whereas the compounds which can rotate the plane of polarized light are optically active compounds. And such molecules which are optically inactive will not show optical isomerism. See, in this slide, here we are seeing that the plane of polarized light, this is the plane of polarized light, and this is the sample tube containing chiral compound, and the plane has been rotated in the clockwise direction. See, this is the plane, and it is moving to the right side. In this way, it is moving to the clockwise direction, which shows that the compound is dextro-rotatory. Chiral molecule rotate the plane of polarized light. A compound that rotates the plane of polarization is said to be optically active. This molecule will show optical isomerism. That means one of the important requirement for optical isomerism is that it should rotate the plane of polarized light either in the clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. If an optically active compound rotates the plane of polarization clockwise, it is called dextro-rotatory, and it is indicated by plus sign or small d. And if an optically active compound rotates the plane of polarization anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, it is called levorotatory, indicated by minus or small l. In other words, chiral compounds are optically active and achiral compounds are optically inactive. Now we'll study about enantiomers. See, what are enantiomers? See, enantiomers are the pair of organic molecules which have the relationship of non-superimposable mirror images, and they will rotate the plane of polarized light in opposite direction with same magnitude. How do we find that a compound will rotate the plane of polarized light or not? How do we know that which molecule is chiral and which is achiral? See this compound here, it is having two methyl groups. It is not having the carbon which is bearing four different atoms of groups. See, it is having two groups similar, that is, two are methyl groups, and one is Br, one is ethyl, and it will be superimposable